Welcome to this day in history for January 2nd. I'm so glad that you're here to join with me as we learn a new word, explore some fascinating moments from history, recognize a cultural creative, and learn about a clever, quirky song. So whether you're here for historical tidbits, linguistic insights, or just to learn something new, there's something for everyone. Settle in, grab your favorite bev, and let's get started. Hi there, and welcome to This Day in History for January 2nd. January 2nd is the second day of the year in the Gregorian calendar, with 363 days remaining to the end of the year, or 364 if it happens to be a leap year. Today's word is mordant. Mordant can be a noun, an adjective, and has also been used as a verb, although that has fallen out of use. As a noun, mordant means a substance, such as a chemical used in dyeing or etching to fix colors or design onto materials. As an adjective, it means having a sharp or critical quality, biting or caustic, often used in a witty or satirical manner. As a verb, it meant to treat a material with a mordant. More commonly used in terms of dyeing fabric, an example sentence might be, when creating tie-dye t-shirts, it's best to use a mordant to ensure the dye adheres properly to the fabric. Example sentences as an adjective might be, her mordant remarks during the debate cut through the pretenses of her opponent's arguments. Or the comedian's mordant wit left the audience laughing, but also rethinking their own assumptions. The word mordant comes to us from French, Latin before that, where it meant biting or to bite or sting. First known use of the word mordant is in the 1400s, primarily as a term in dyeing and fabric work. Mordant. The word mordant was requested by YouTube viewer @TRamsire. Thanks, Teresa. And if you have a word you'd like us to examine in this Word of the Day segment, drop it in the comments. We'll take a look at it. And with that, on January 2nd, 1788, Georgia became the fourth state to ratify the United States Constitution, making it the fourth state of the Union. Georgia is the 24th largest state in area, 8th most populous, and Atlanta is Georgia's capital and largest city. The Atlanta metropolitan area contains more than half the population of the entire state, and is the 8th most populous metropolitan area in the United States. Georgia was initially founded in 1732 as the province of Georgia and became a British royal colony in 1752. The state was named after King George II of Great Britain, who will have been the king who issued that charter authorizing its establishment. Georgia's nickname is the Peach State, and you'll see evidence of this in names like Peachtree Street. Georgia's state flower is a variety of rose, commonly known as the Cherokee rose. The flowers look like little wild roses, but are actually 2.5 to nearly 4 inches across, 6 to 10 centimeters for my metric friends. Georgia's state bird is the brown thrasher. State tree is the live oak, an oak tree with slender, glossy leaves. And Georgia is also associated with the Vidalia onion and peanuts. Happy Statehood Day, Georgia. This is the birthday of American singer, songwriter, musician, and actor Roger Miller, born January 2nd, 1936. Best known for his honky-tonk-influenced novelty songs, he had several very popular songs, and if you're familiar with who Roger Miller is, there's probably one of those songs going through your head right now. He was born in Fort Worth, Texas. His daddy passed away when Roger was about a year old. The country and the people were in the throes of what would come to be known as the Great Depression at the time, and his mother, worried about how they would survive, took her children to live with relatives up in Oklahoma. So Roger grew up on a farm outside of Eric, Oklahoma. After a stint in the U.S. Army, he played and sang wherever and whenever he could, and signed his first contract in 1958. Over the course of his career, Roger Miller released some 91 albums and 52 singles. 3 of his singles hit #1, and those were Dang Me, King of the Road, and England Swings. Roger Miller only lived to the age of 56, dying in 1992 of lung cancer. Roger Miller. Now, Roger Miller did have a gift for capturing imagery and writing humorous songs. King of the Road good-naturedly describes the day-to-day life of a traveling hobo who doesn't have much, but revels in his freedom. Calls himself King of the Road. King of the Road was released in 1965 and hit #1 on the U.S. country chart, #4 on the Billboard Hot 100, serving as a crossover piece for him. Roger Miller won 5 Grammy Awards for this song, King of the Road, by Roger Miller. Link in the description. And there you have it, a little slice of January 2nd. It is amazing how much history can be packed into one day. Thank you so much for spending these few minutes with me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who loves learning just as much as you do. You can also check out the link in the description for Roger Miller's iconic song, King of the Road. Hope you'll join me again as we continue our journey through time tomorrow. Until then, take care and stay curious. And I think that's going to do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching. Consider subscribing if you haven't already. Feel free to share this video with a link in your email, messaging, or social media. If you enjoy this series, you can check out the playlist that contains these videos. I'll put a link to that in the description. That playlist lives on YouTube, so for other platforms, I'll include a link to my blog page. It's called No Really. You can also find me on Rumble, BitChute, and Odyssey. All those links in that description. Alrighty, that's all I can think of right now. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.